Hi guys, welcome to Free to Be Fit 90-Day Pilo-Yoga Challenge. I hope you had a great week and it's Friday. I'm taking it a little bit easy today, I'm sick, so if you are looking for a more upbeat workout, please click here for our Wednesday. It was much more, I would say, intensive, and today I would call this still very challenging, but it has a little bit more flow and it's a little bit more laid back. But in any case, you will always challenge your core, you will always challenge yourself, and you can put it in vinyasa flow in between each exercise and it will sure make you sweat. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and start. First we'll warm up with a variation of a vinyasa flow or vinyasa flow. So inhale, bring hands up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here for a moment. Feel the stretch in the back of your thighs, and how about you bend them so much so your chest can rest on top of your quadriceps. Let everything go. What will happen when you let everything go, you'll feel the stretch in the lower back. Let go of your head, release your shoulders. Right here you're very supported, so it's okay to let go of your head and the hands and the shoulders. From here, let's inhale. Straighten your hands as much, feet and feet as much as you can. Take your left foot step back. Take your right foot step back. Lower down the knees. Crocodile, baby cobra. We're just warming up. Come down. Tuck the toes under. Pull yourself up. Down dog. From here, walk the dog. Take your right foot, extend it out, sweep it between the hands, come forward. Inhale, hands up and over, exhale, namaste. Inhale, hands up and over, exhale, forward fold. From here, let's think about lengthening. So if you can't touch the floor, that's alright, you can grab a block or place them below the knees or above. Never straighten the knees to protect the joints. Think about lengthening from the crown of the head to your tailbone. So we're not rounding up, we're finding length. Send your tailbone back. Glutes and hamstrings are active. Raise your toes. This will activate your feet. Place your hands in front of your shins. Feel the stretch in the back, a lengthening through the entire length of the space. Breathe into your back. Head is in line with spine, so it's not down or up, and it's in straight line. From here, forward fold, take your right foot step back, take your left foot step back. Release the knees on the mat. Crocodile, baby cobra. So repeat that another 5 times on each side. And the reason for sticking with crocodile, not even so much that I'm sick. What I'm trying to let you know is that, make you aware, is that a lot of times we rush into the chaturanga because we want to be this powerful people, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, if your elbows are sticking out, you are creating injury. Your hands cannot support your little joints, and the elbow cannot support your entire body. So if your elbows are flaring out, why don't you bring them back? So what happens is, this is the action what you're looking for. It's a 90-degree angle, great support, great stability. You're feeling your elbows sliding by your ribs. They're hugging in the midline. They're creating great stability and core work, and that requires work. So if that means you have to get down your knees to get great alignment, and you won't be suing yoga people because your joints are hurting now, and you actually can hit bust the plateaus, why not get on your knees? And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're weak, and it doesn't mean you can't get stronger. It's just that you're building a solid foundation to get to the next step. Anyway, next exercise. After the warm-up, you can do 5, 10 or 15 on each side for the original warm-up, and if you're strong and you can keep your elbows to your hands, by all means go to full chaturanga. There's nothing wrong with that. But if the moment this starts flaring out, bring them back in. That means this is your limit. Stay there. Maybe you do a couple breaths. Build your stamina. Exercise number 2. Grab a block. If you don't have a block, grab a book. One of the thick books. It should be about your palm length. It really doesn't matter the height for this part. From here, what you're gonna do, you're gonna extend your feet out. You will stack your shoulders over the wrists, over the elbows. Hands are either together, but what will happen is you're grabbing the book or the block like this. So it's like two L's. No, it doesn't mean it's a loser. I know you're thinking that. Anyway, stack them up. From here, let's think our alignment. Shoulders gliding back, neck in line with your spine, nice strong lines. Push yourself back into the down dog. Bend the elbows. What you're gonna do is you will bend the elbows, come down, push yourself back, and then come up. Readjust. Bring the elbows down. Press yourself back through the back body. Come up. Press the elbows down. Push yourself back. Come up. This is a great way to build your connection of the upper body to your core, to your legs. It's not easy, it's pretty challenging, and the fact is you are teaching yourself to keep the elbows together and parallel. Give that great base of support to build on going to the inversions in any other exercises that you do. Next one. Lie down. Think about your alignment. Legs are together, toes are facing the floor. Think about engaging, hugging the legs together, so you're really squeezing the inner thighs, and it's a hugging action. Anchor your hip bones, so the hip bones stay on the mat, toes stay on the mat. Start engaging your abs. Think about the elevator feeling. What happens when you're in an elevator, or you're trying to squeeze in a pair of jeans that are way too small, and you've ate way too much? Nothing wrong with that. Occasionally it does happen to the best of us. So think about so much that you can actually feel your stomach coming off the floor. It might not, but that's the feeling of what you should expect. From here, place your hands by your side. Anchor the hip bones, engage your abs, and start coming up. You're not pressing with your hands. So if I do this and I come off, I'm gonna hit my face on the floor. So this is how you can test. Oh, okay, I'm really not engaging my upper back. From here, place your hands by your side. At this point, engage your upper back so much and your abs. Feet are still on the mat. Come up. Take your hands off. Bring your hands down. Come back. Feet on the floor. Inner thighs hugging the midline. Anchor the hip bones on the mat. Scoop your abs so much they almost come off the floor. Come up. Take your hands off. Stay here, 1, 2. If you want a little challenge, bring your hands out, bring them back in, place them back on the mat, release. Come up, out, even bring it out, release. So you repeat this 3 times on each side. And again, what you're trying to work is right here, this part in the back. You're trying to get that upper back to be strong and healthy, as well as your legs. The moment you anchor your hips, if you feel like your the feet are coming off, don't come up as high. And if those arms, if you're pressing, take them away, put them by your side, and just use your upper body. Send the tailbone back. If you're feeling any crunch in the lower back, that means you're not working from your upper back, and your abs are not engaged. Don't come up as high. Build your strength, build good solid foundation. Now we're on the floor. Let's turn around. Work a little bit of glutes. From here, walk your shoulder blades in so your entire scapula is flat on the mat. You're not rounding up, you're smiling through the collarbones, big old proud chest. The hands, palms on the mat. Tricep will engage to help you bring your hips up. Legs are together in parallel. If you're having trouble and flaring out your legs, what you can do, grab a block, put them between your inner thighs. Don't have a block, grab a towel. Bring your legs as close as possible. If you have knee injuries, don't bring them as close. Bring them slightly out. Bring them here. From here, inhale. Inhale first, find the length. So when you inhale, you can almost feel the the back body and the front body lengthening all the way from the tailbone to the crown of your head. You can feel the space. Exhale, start tucking your tailbone under and bringing your hips very slowly, one vertebra at a time, up. We're not as much squeezing the glutes, it's a whole body and moving with your breath. Don't move your head. What you want to create space. Not just, this is the difference. Me coming up, so this is just glutes. You're pressing through your heels, you come up. Nothing wrong with this. What we're doing is we tuck the tailbone under, so your pelvis come up, your lower back is flattening against the mat. From here, you keep exhaling, pressing the lower abs into the mat. My glutes start coming off. Then my lower back, keep exhaling, my lower vertebra, then the mid-back, the lumbar part over here, then the mid-back, the thoracic, and then it all comes up. Don't flare through the chest. We're not doing a chest opener here. We want the baby ribs in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders. Inner thighs hugging the midline, so if you're feeling like you're losing the block, you lost the connection, squeeze it in. From here, bring your hands up, bring them down, and then inhale, lengthen, exhale, start curling from here. So the cervical spine is the initiator, then the thoracic, that's the upper spine. Then comes the mid, the lumbar. Exhale, keep exhaling, find the length, find the space in each vertebra, and then the lumbar, and then the coccyx, and then the tailbone comes the last. And moving to our last exercise, this will be the spinal balance. You've got several options. So find yourself in a tabletop position. You want to step your hips over the knees, your shoulders over the wrists, over the elbows. If the inside part of your elbow is pretty much facing out, you locked your knees, you locked your hands, you're hanging out in your joints. Joints are not meant to be hanged out. They're supposed to be supported by the muscle, and this is when you get wrist issues. So I'm right here, I'm just stepped, I'm hanging out, muscle is not working, you're not doing anything good for yourself. So the goal is of the inside of the arms, they're facing each other, elbows pointing out, inside facing each other. At this point, think about star hands. So our fingers are like this, every single knuckle touching the mat. Think about lengthening through the head, crown of the head's forward, your tricep is spiraling up, so the energy is going up, shoulder blades gliding back, engage your lower abs, you can feel them. There's a difference between just being here like this is not doing anything, and working. Right now I'm working, I can actually start the sweat building up. And the thighs hugging the midline. From here you have an option first to go just with the hands. Think about not shifting the weight at all. Then your foot. We want the hips not to open. We want them parallel to the floor. Glute is engaged, feet is flexed. Feeling the dynamic tension, hands are still working. Think about equal weight distribution. If you're shifting the weight more to the right, left hands is just not working. That's not what we want. We want minimum movement, maximum core stability. Another option, again, think about what you're going to do next. If you're moving right foot and left arm, close your eyes, flex the foot, rotate the hand internally. So it's not facing out, not down, it's facing that way. Shoulder blades back, star hands, dynamic tension from the fingertips to the toes. Bring it in. Well, this was it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, place it in the comment box below. And check out our Pop Nutrition Meals. Great recipes from somebody who lost 85 pounds and kept them off. Also, if you want a little bit more challenge, complement this workout with our Metabolic Trigger Response workouts, and no longer than 15 minutes. Some of them are 4 to 8 minutes. You can most of them do them anywhere, and you will see great results. Until next time, free to be fit.